I just want to preface this video by saying that there was a giant bumblebee. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but I wrote down some ideas in my little journal. I want to talk about things I wish I knew before I started prep, and then at the end I'll talk about a few of my little tips and tricks. I've been lifting for like 7 years. I did powerlifting comps, and then I kind of injured my back a little bit, and that's when I just started lifting to maintain. And then I met Jacqueline, and she introduced me to the bodybuilding world. Sorry if I'm talking weird. I must have chewed the hell out of my lip in my sleep because I don't remember doing it, but it's like inside, like all of this is just shredded. Brushing my teeth, that mint is so spicy. I'm gonna try not to look like a weirdo, but back to what we were talking about. So I've only done 2 shows, but last prep was only like 9 weeks, and this prep I started in January, so 5 months, 5 and some change. So this is a really, really long prep, but I did learn a lot about myself. First thing is you need to make sure you have some money to fall back on. This is a very expensive hobby. I knew that going in, but you don't really realize it until it comes time to actually like pay for the show and everything. Like when everything is starting to happen. For a while it's like stagnant, like it's groceries, you know, but then when you get close and then you got to get everything else. So I did make a list of all the things that I could think of that these are things you need to think about if you're going to look into doing a show. First of all, your suit. That itself is, suits average between $400 to $600 more, honestly. I do know a girl that bought the base as like a posing suit and then glued her own gems on. So if you have the time, the dedication, the creativity to do that, I highly recommend it. Another thing that you're going to want to think about too is, am I going to want to do more than one show? Because why am I buying a $600-700 suit for one show? Your heels are not too bad. If you go on Shoe Fairy, people have discount codes. They're not terribly priced at all. But I got my pair on Amazon for like $60, and they're very comfortable. And they're very easy to walk in, very easy to pose in for me. Jewelry, if you order off of the websites that are targeted for bodybuilding, you are going to pay an arm and a leg. I went to Claire's, a couple bracelets, couple rings, dangly earrings, all the blingy stuff. Okay, you're gonna have to think about your makeup, your hair, and your tan. My backyard is a highway, so I do apologize for that. Me personally, I do my own makeup. I was doing my own hair, but my boyfriend's sister does my hair now. Also, my boyfriend's sister does my tan. If you book through the show for whatever they have, servicing for makeup, hair, and tan, you are going to pay an arm and a leg. I recommend watching, there's plenty of YouTube videos teaching you how to do show day makeup. Your hair, if you could curl it yourself, I would highly recommend that. If you could straighten it yourself, I highly recommend that. I know how to straighten my hair, and that's about it. So that's why Cheyenne does my hair. The tan. Can you see my neck? More importantly, my neck. Look at that. Basically, I get tanned. I start tanning 3 to 4 days before the actual show, just to create a base. So around 3 to 4 bases. I think I did 3 last week. And then at the show, you get your bronze like top coat, and then you get lubed up with some oil. 4 days worth of tanning, that's gonna cost you. Next thing you wanna think about is, so you have to register for the federation you wanna compete in, and it's valid for a year. It's the silliest little thing I've ever heard of. $130. That's just like your little ticket that's valid only for a year. You get your ticket to the federation. Then you have to pick the show that you're going to compete in and buy your ticket. So the ticket for me for this past show was $130, and that's per class. So if you're competing in open, novice, true novice, that's 130 times 3. For Universe, which I'm doing in 12 days, the ticket was $300. Jacqueline didn't tell me that. And then they charge you for the pictures that they take of you and the video. So if you want like a package deal for your pictures and videos, that can range between $250 to $450. They do not allow personal cameras, any photography, videography of any kind. The last two things that I wrote down in terms of expenses, they kind of go hand in hand. Food and your coach. If you're going to do a bodybuilding show, do not think you can self-coach yourself. I'm trying to save a dollar or two, but I would never self-coach because it doesn't set as much of an expectation or like as much discipline as you would by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, which having someone tell you what to do and then them expecting you to report back to them is kind of that incentive and that guidance that you need. You cannot compete without a coach. You cannot self-coach. I'm sorry. Coaches can be very expensive, and that's another incentive is, I'm paying this person, so might as well commit 110% into what I'm doing. The groceries. So you definitely save money because you're not eating out, but healthy food is actually pretty expensive. Ground beef, chicken, salmon, fresh fruit and vegetables I go through almost weekly. I'm going to the grocery store at least 2 times a week. You're constantly cooking, which the good thing is keep your meals simple. If you want to jazz up your eggs in the morning, it'd be my guess, but I keep everything super simple, super plain, bare minimum here. There's a whole ant on my, how did you even get here? You mother. I was talking about water enhancers / BCAAs, EAs. I am a terrible water drinker because I like flavor, Water's just bland. But I've learned that water enhancers or BCAAs, especially BCAAs, EAs, they benefit you for muscle recovery and muscle growth. So I did bring out some of my favorite things. So they're sun-kissed, like little packets. They look like this. Have 5 calories per stick, and you're supposed to mix it in 12 ounces of water, but I put it in my 32 ounce. I'm done outside, I'm done. Dude, I'm gonna kill this. I got it. You can also go to Walmart. I like Southern Sweet Tea. One of my favorite EAs at the moment is from Raw Nutrition. It is the kiwi blueberry flavor. This stuff is so delicious. Who thought to combine those two things? I don't know, but you ate. My last tip to you is to pose every day. It is so important, especially if you are not investing in a posing coach. That is another thing too I forgot to mention. A posing coach would help, but it is definitely not necessary. I learned from my friend Jacqueline. I will tag her YouTube in the description. That is my best friend. You better follow her. She did give me a lot of pointers. My coach also gave me some pointers and a lot of research on YouTube. I was watching a lot of videos, and with time you learn. I am still tweaking my routine a little bit, but I have come so far. Maybe I'll put comparisons. I don't know. It's embarrassing. I don't really want to share that. Posing every day is so important, especially on different textures, meaning like hardwood floor, concrete, carpet, grass. Like, you want to make sure, because I've only posed on wood flooring, but Universe has carpeted the stage, and that terrifies me. That way I can get comfortable with balance, especially being on stage. Your nerves hit you like a truck and you just start shaking. And when you're holding your poses, you're keeping everything tight, you're feeling every muscle, and you want to make sure that you're not going to fall, because that will not be good. Okay, well, that is all that I have to share with you today. If any of you have any other additional tips and tricks you'd like to add, please feel more than welcome to leave any in the comments. I'm still learning myself, so I would appreciate the feedback. Anyone watching this, feel free to go to the comments and see whatever I missed. Just subscribe to my channel. I'll have my links to my TikTok and my Instagram in the bio. And let me know what you guys want to see next. All right, bye.